Welcome to Bodega, California. This is our starting point for today's road trip. Our destination will be Tomales Bay. You are going to go along with us as we drive a fantastic Morgan Roadster and hear all about it from the man who saved the company here in the U.S., Bill Fink. All coming up next on Road Trip. So how many cars do you think you can convert in any given, couple of months? Or?
Oh, we can do one a month. That's about it. There's a lot of work involved in each one. But that would keep us pretty busy.
Yeah, I should say. Looks like you got someone here who's busy already.
Indeed.
Okay.
Meet my right-hand man, Keith Baldwin.
Keith, glad to meet you.
Oh.
Busy man.
Hello, Mark.
Keith, I can tell that this is a Morgan right away. Even before I could read the little nameplate that says Morgan.
You saw the wood first.
I saw the wood.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes it a Morgan.
Yeah.
So when you're making the conversion here,
Yeah.
when you're creating it, how much of the original do you keep in?
In actual fact, it goes right back to the chassis at the back, and it's a whole new rear suspension that Bill's been responsible for, and it works very well with the Corvette conversion.
And we're looking at which model here?
This will be an LS1 eventually, but it used to be a V8.
Okay.
But it will be a Corvette LS1 full drivetrain with a 6-speed gearbox.
Now the dash.
Yeah, that's a homemade one.
It is.
Yeah.
But it will have.
That's a customer's car. But
Will it have the walnut veneer?
No, this one is exactly as he wants it. He just wants the new conversion. That's all he wants. We've got some nice dashboards that we could replace it with, and we've even done two Corvettes, I think, Bill, right?
Yeah.
With a German dashboard, which is very old looking, but it's a nice dashboard.
A little more disciplined.
Yeah, they like to put a glove compartment on both sides, which takes a lot of the room away from putting the gauges and electrics.
Okay. Is the roll bar an add-on?
Yeah, it's an extra you can get, especially for the Morgan. Yeah.
As you started to make that first conversion, what went through your mind?
I didn't think it could be done. I didn't think we could do it. Personally, I didn't think so. No, I mean the size and everything, but I didn't think the car would take that sort of power, but the car does, and it's been improved every time with bigger tires, and they've had bigger engines, but it's coped with it.
Morgan was in your life before America, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
My father was the first one of the Baldwins to work there, and then my brother went to work there as an apprentice, and he's now warranty manager and runs the repair shop. My daughter is his secretary, and I sort of kept away from Morgans most of my life, but then I got roped into the Le Mans series in '97 to come over for 2 races in America. One was in Sebring, one was in Laguna Seca, which we didn't do too well at, but it was a way of getting to take the first car, which was at the DeWalt team to Le Mans. And I didn't go to Le Mans, but I came to America, and that's the first time I met Bill, and I came back 3 months later and was lucky enough to be able to stay in.
This machine over here looks fascinating. Tell me about it.
Yeah, it's an old, I think it's probably back to the war years, and it originally came...
I can read the label. It says made in U.S. zone.
Of Germany. Yeah,
Oh, man.
Actually that's where, I think it's on there. It's in the U.S. zone in Germany, yeah.
Well, apart from the fact that it looks like a pop out of a 1950s science fiction,
Yeah,
Flash Gordon or something,
Yeah,
this is a hard-working beast.
very much so. And done a lot of work in its life, I should think. Yeah, probably in the region of about 58 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what would you use it for primarily?
We use it for turning a lot of the parts we do, but a lot of the work that this will do is screw cutting, making threads, especially for things like this, which is this is the Corvette, top of a Corvette gas tank.
Oh, really?
And because the Corvette gas tank is a plastic tank,
Okay.
we're replacing them with an all-alloy tank, so this has to be produced with this same thread that's on here now, but this is capable of doing anything like that. It's even
No
though
plastic on the Morgan, eh?
no, but a very useful machine, very, very useful.
That's terrific, Keith. Would you mind turning it on just so I can
Yes, sir.
hear what it
Yeah.
sounds like?
Yes. It's not too loud, but I'll run it up. We got the mill there as well, so that we do a lot of the engineering work in house.
Keith, I want to ask you about the fender.
Yes.
What is a vacuum-formed aluminum fender?
It's done with in a mold instead of beaten out and welded like it used to. It's a complete. It's a molded in a press basically.
Okay.
And comes down, just presses it all into the shape where
The
before
vacuum
it was.
fascinated me.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure about
Yeah,
that.
but it's all done in a form tool, and obviously Mulgans don't do them anymore in house. It's something they bring in from outsources.
Keith, thank you very much for the information.
Thank you, sir. Nice
Bill
to
and I
come.
are going to take a little drive.
Yeah,
See you a
I hope
little
you enjoy
later.
it. Yeah, enjoy the sunshine.
So, Bill, what car are we going to drive today?
This is a 2002 Plus 8 with an LS1 in it.
An LS1.
The LS1 is the car aluminum V8 period 2002 that the Corvette used. It's about 330 horse.
This British Roadster has an American Corvette underneath the hood. Can we take a look?
Absolutely.
That's unbelievable.
The actually it started with what used to be a Buick, which was a Rover, which produced 190 horse on a good day. And the dimensions aren't all that different.
How does it fit?
Pretty well,
V8
actually.
engine inside.
Yeah,
That's
pretty well.
amazing.
The Corvette's not quite as tall, a little shorter, and a bit wider. So we moved it back 1.5 inches, and we get clearance everywhere.
The exterior of the car itself, though, this is the original Morgan.
This is the original Morgan.
You have not changed anything?
Nothing's been changed
Modernized
on the
anything?
shape. No,
Yeah.
it's all aluminum. Fenders are vacuum formed. The bonnets are made by hand. Louvers are individually punched.
The spare on the back. And the trunk space
Is the area behind the seats,
Okay.
and we can put a luggage rack on the back. You know, you can carry a steamer trunk back there if you want to.
3 windshield wipers.
3 windshield wipers. That's to meet federal visibility requirements.
Let's take a look at the interior.
Sure.
The seats.
Leather, handmade,
Okay.
hand covered seats. Yes.
And that's the way they would be
Oh, this is
in
absolutely
England.
standard. Yeah. The only difference here is the tunnel's a bit larger because we have a torque arm in there, and the shift mechanism is in a different location on the transmission tunnel.
This looks terrific. I am eagerly awaiting the experience of the car because all I've done is read about it, and I hear that it is a driving experience unlike anything else.
That's true.
Shall we?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.